Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. Today we're going to be doing a live stream for Hedera Hashgraph as we are on massive parabolic levels right now. And I know that that is a little bit of an overstretch or a statement, but realistically speaking, right now we are on parabolic levels back to March. A lot of people actually thought that this was a parabolic rise back in March that we are currently sitting on. Now we are going to be talking about that. And the reason why I do think that people thought that that was a parabolic rise is because a lot of individuals were able to actually buy their Hedera Hashgraph under 5 cents, and they actually already did a 10x at 30 cents if you were buying at about 0.3 cents. So realistically speaking, Hedera Hashgraph is making moves along with the entire market. Currently, right now, the entire market is sitting at about a $2.34 trillion market cap, up about 2.64%. Things are looking extremely juicy right now. What I really want to see is Ethereum actually back at 4K. I think that will pretty much tell us a very good factor in terms of altcoins. It will also allow us to have some influx in terms of altcoins as well. Now, overall, Bitcoin moving is very significant, and I do think that Bitcoin is nearly at make it or break it levels. Realistically speaking, right, when we're talking about Bitcoin breaking over, for example, 54K, that will be a very significant sign that we are in a massive bull run. But we do have a lot of retracement levels to get through until we get to that point. Now, a lot of altcoins are making their moves, but guess what? Yesterday, Hedera Hashgraph officially broke out of my key target points. It is sitting at nearly 31 cents currently right now. And you know what's funny about this is that a lot of those people that were losing hope and losing faith or even talking about FUD in regards to HBAR are a lot of the same individuals that are now talking about, wow, I should have bought a lot more, or wow, thankfully I'm still holding, I never sold, blah, blah, blah. And that narrative is going to be the same narrative that will be changed throughout this entire bull run. A lot of people are going to say, wow, thankfully I never sold my HBAR, or oh wow, I regret selling my HBAR for this coin or that coin. I can't believe I sold. I really should have listened. That narrative is going to be pushed around for a very long time during this bull run, and I could tell you that right now. And the reason why is because HBAR is going to prove a lot of individuals wrong, right? I was talking about a lot of these other assets when they were at, similar levels, even going back to May. I was saying a lot of people, keep an eye on QNT, keep an eye on AOBT, DAG, VXV. A lot of these assets are now performing very well, and HBAR is one of those assets. We are sitting at very comfy levels all the way back. If we actually go to the year, right? We'll just go to the year span. Look at the level that we are now at, right? We are above the levels even going back to the beginning of May. This is where a lot of people, had the chance to buy but didn't buy. I actually got a lot of people in at the ground floor level that this is pretty much the new floor down here, right? This is the new floor. I know the original floor looks a lot better down here at like 3 cents, but it doesn't matter. These entries down here are going to be, incredible long term, especially even at the end of this bull run. So realistically speaking, I'm holding HBAR. I'm very happy for a lot of other individuals that I got into HBAR as well. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I will continue to say that for as long as we hold it and for as long as this bull run goes on. HBAR did break above this X here, and I said that this was key resistance levels in my video from earlier today. This was actually my next target point. We broke it, and we actually hit a little bit of a new target up at 33 cents. And if we actually move this line up a little bit, right? Or sorry, that's the rectangle. Let me move that out of the way. So let's move this line up to this level. Now, if we actually look here, okay, and if we actually analyze back, this was resistance points even going back to April. So realistically speaking, this entire X could cover even this line here. So I want to see a major breakout point here. I want to see us break up into this level here. Maybe trade some sideways trading in the 33 to 37 cent zone before the next major move to all-time high plus. I'm going to say it again. We have significantly rose in price. There's a lot of assets that have been, performing very well. For an example, Jigstack is one of the assets that is a full-on gem. It's one that gave a lot of people very good entries, similar to HBAR. HBAR was offering very good entry points throughout the entire summer, and a lot of people were, saying, "Oh, I'll stay away from it. It's not making any moves. I'd rather put my money in Dogecoin or ADA or whatever the, coin of their choice is." And what's funny about that is that these are the same people that will say when HBAR really takes off, "Wow, I really should have listened." Everybody's narrative always changes. Their overall market psychology is absolutely terrible in a sense of chasing other pumps or chasing the green candles instead of just buying something that is in a massive consolidation zone. I mean, this is something to not disregard when something is consolidating for this long. I mean, we are on a 173-day consolidation period right now, and this is something that you do not want to say, "Well, yeah, I'd rather put my money into something like ADA that's already pumped over, 100x this year alone," and people are still saying, "Oh, I'd buy your ADA right now because I think that it's going to go much higher." Like, it's the same people who are going to be saying that they wish that they were continuing to hold HBAR at these current levels. I promise you guys, you will see the narrative changed every single day, because I even seen it yesterday when we first broke 30 cents. I seen everybody saying that they wish that they continued to hold. And again, I think that this is only the beginning. We even see here, it's almost time. Get ready, strap in, guys, buckle up, because it is going to be happening. I actually voted on this just a couple days ago. It was actually 3 days ago, and I voted $3.01 to the moon and beyond, because I think that, realistically speaking, and I have multiple tweets on my Twitter, that we could hit double-digit plus numbers this bull run. And we even see here, how do you figure HBAR is worth $10 by the end of the year? Do your research, few understand. Because ADA doing nothing, sitting at a $100 billion market cap, HBAR doing pretty much everything, sitting at a $3 billion market cap, that is something that should not be overlooked. That is something that should always be researched in regard to what these two assets could actually do. Instead of being, shilled ADA at $2, why not get shilled at HBAR at 39 or even 29 cents? Because even at 39 cents, guess what? I still think that we 10x from there. So, realistically speaking, when we're talking about HBAR, when we're talking about ADA or comparing HBAR to any other asset, you really can't compare them. I know that I like to compare HBAR to ADA, for an example, or whatever the case may be, but it's one of those things that you really can't compare it in the sense of what they're both doing, especially when HBAR is pretty much, like this tweet is saying, doing everything, and ADA is pretty much doing nothing. It's funny to me. Let me know what you guys think about that realistically, because I still think that we could hit $10 plus. I know that this is not showing $9.78 if we do hit that overall pinpoint. So it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think about that, because I still think $10 is easily achievable. And yes, 100% history is being made. Now, in regards to this, I also have this tweet. Stop buying ADA and get into pretty much the next major innovation to the crypto space, because we actually seen that ADA smart contracts failed. And even Pentoshi saying that's what happens when you rush something under pressure. In my opinion, they shouldn't have waited 4 years to release it. Should have taken 8. Promising something in crypto is better than delivering it, because it keeps hopes high. And we have been seeing false narrative being pushed by the ADA team for a very, very long time. And you know what's funny about that? Is people still make excuses for the ADA team, or say it's going to $10 to $100, whatever the case may be. And the fact is that you cannot shill something openly every single day and promise something for it to never happen. And I still see people saying that the tokenomics on HBAR are so bad. They're saying that only 19% is out there, but realistically, only 260 million HBAR get released a month. That is really not that bad, realistically, when you look at other, altcoins releasing 1 billion plus, a month. So I don't think that the circulating supply or anything like that, tokenomics-wise, is bad at all. Now, in regards to Hedera Hashgraph, I said this multiple times. We are holding assets that will power the digital revolution to multiple branches of the infrastructure that powers everyday life. And that is the key here, right? Because even when we talk about what HBAR is actually doing, when we talk about the overview, just the overview, which I've talked about this, you know what? I'm going to put it to you this way. This screen here, this entire screen here, I've probably looked at this screen more than anything, because I've talked about this screen so many times, and I know that it gets repetitive, but realistically speaking, you cannot look at these statistics and tell me that Hedera Hashgraph is just a 50, a number 50 token. Like, we are easily a top 10 asset. Easily. Not even just from fundamentals, not even just from the overall project scope or anything like that, but we are a top 10 company. We are a top 10 asset. They are going to be doing incredibly well in the coming weeks. We have to remember that quarter 4 is moving faster and faster. It's getting closer day by day. And guess what happens in quarter 4? Unlimited transactions per second. Once those unlimited transactions per second comes to fruition, it's game over for ADA. It's game over for all of these other assets that everybody keeps comparing us to. It's game over. That is why I try to tell people, get in to HBAR right now, because quarter 4 is something revolutionary to cryptocurrencies, to DLTs, to HBAR itself. All right? And I'm going to tell you guys right now, HBAR to $10 is no joke. I've said it time and time again. People keep asking me, well, how do we get to $10? How do we get there? It's simple. We don't need to do anything. We absolutely don't. The only thing that we need is just more marketing from Hedera Hashgraph, because everything's out there. You could easily just go to Hedera's website, read everything about it, read that they are doing 10,000 plus transactions per second throttled at that speed. Okay? Not only is it throttled at that speed, but we do see unlimited transactions happening in quarter 4 due to sharding, but we also see that the average fee is less than Visa, MasterCard, any other crypto asset in the space at a 3 to 5 second finality. The greenest crypto, which I've said time and time again is very important, its ABFT compliant consensus is going to help a lot of enterprises choose Hedera over anything else, which we've already seen happen this year alone with corporations choosing Hedera Hashgraph over Ethereum. And, when we talk about what will be the overall thing that pushes us over, this or that market cap, gets us to $100 billion market cap, whatever the case may be, it could be anything. It could be anything from a GC member to sharding in quarter 4, or it could be a major listing on an exchange, because as you see, the volume has been ramping up. For the past couple weeks to months, we've only seen about 200 million in volume. Soon we will 2x this volume just from the current levels to almost $700 million. And just wait until we are doing $1 billion a day in volume, what the price of HBAR will actually be. Even if we look at Cardano's or ADA's overall volume, they are doing roughly about $4.3 billion a day in volume alone. Wait until we get to that point, and wait until we see what Hedera Hashgraph's true value price actually is at. When people realize the amount of use cases that are actually on Hedera, when they truly realize the power that Hedera Hashgraph has, because it is not blockchain technology. This is the revolution to crypto that we've been waiting for. It started with blockchain technology. It paved its way for what could actually be utilized in a massive way to what could actually come from crypto. Hedera Hashgraph will be utilized by nearly everyone in the world once tokenization actually comes into play. The HTS is going to be absolutely crazy. It is never too late to buy HBAR. So if you are looking to jump into HBAR and get on board, now is the time. Time is running out. This is going to be the train that leaves its station. And I'm telling you right now, the price of it, we are the all-time high, sitting roughly, the all-time high here is showing 40 cents, but The all-time high right now is about roughly 46 cents. Okay, and from our current levels, that is still about roughly 15 cents. And I'm just gonna say it right now. Okay, if you want to wait for a little bit of a pullback before you jump into HBAR, that's totally fine, totally understandable. But I'm just going to tell you it right now. You had so long to buy, and I don't mean it to sound like that guy or anything like that, but I've said it multiple times to jump in on HBAR. Jump in it before it's too late. It's not too late right now. It's not. It really isn't. If you are long term, okay, if you have the patience to hold it long term, if you don't mind the short-term price, appreciation or anything like that, or depreciation of the price, whatever the case may be, right now is the time to jump in before it is too late. Because I'm going to tell you it right now, okay? All these people that are looking at ADA saying it's a $100 asset, that it's a $1,000 asset, it's going to kill Ethereum. We are killing Ethereum before people even know our name. Not a lot of people even know about HBAR. Not a lot of people even know what Hedera Hashgraph is or Hashgraph technology itself. But once people find out about what HBAR is, what Hedera Hashgraph is doing, that is going to be the time where, if you're not already in it, it's already too late. Because when people know what HBAR has the power of doing, the potential behind Hedera Hashgraph, I can tell you it right now, the price appreciation is going to be bigger than any other asset in this space. And people do say that ADA is a $100 token. You can look it up on YouTube all day long. You could look it up on Twitter all day long. It's totally fine if you don't think that people are saying it, but people are. And honestly, from here, what amount that we could go up, at 31 cents, say for so even at 30 cents, right? I think that we could do at least a 20x. I think that we could hit $6, right? I said $3 to $6 for a very long time. I even said the potential highs could be the $10 to $15 range because of what is actually going to be happening in Q4, the news that is going to be coming out. Because I'm telling you, there's a lot of people that hate on HBAR day in, day out. There's a lot of people that think that HBAR is not going to get to this amount of price, that amount of price, but people said the same thing about so many, other altcoins. XRP, I've said XRP where we could get to with XRP, right? I've said, XRP could hit, for an example, highs of $15 to $25, okay? So just think about it like this. Okay, if you bought right now, so you have, I don't know, $1,000 laying around, and you put $1,000 into HBAR, we'll just say roughly at 31 cents, okay? You'd get about $3,225. At $15, your $1,000 would be worth about $48,000. But if you took that same $1,000 and invested it into, XRP at, say for so, $1.28, because roughly it's bouncing around, you'd only get $781. So if we get to $15 on that, your $1,000 would turn into $11,715. So you do the math. You do some research on which one you think is actually going to be the true winner here, the ROI difference, and all that stuff. I think that XRP is going to be a great asset long term. There's no reason to not hold both. I'm very bullish on XRP and also HBAR. HBAR is my number one hold. I'll be completely upfront with you. HBAR, I hold more than XRP. I hold more than any other altcoin in my portfolio because I know the power behind Hedera Hashgraph and what HBAR actually has the potential to do. But we are pretty much at make it or break it levels for HBAR. I mean, it's time to buckle up. If you don't have a bag now, right now is pretty much the time to do that because I think from here, I think the sky's pretty much the limit. I've said it multiple times that, even right here. So I said HBAR has $10 to $15 potential this bull run. I said it has never been a part of an alt season before, so the potential is endless. Okay, and I'm just going to say it right now. Solana, okay? Solana is one of those assets that has never been a part of a bull run either. And don't get me wrong, I don't think that, HBAR is going to, pull the same price or anything like that of Solana, but I'm just going to say that it could pull the same gains as Solana in percentages. Solana in, we'll just say, we'll go all the way back to September. It was trading at about $3.63, with lows going all the way down to $1.39. It is now sitting at roughly $143, and it nearly hit $150 this bull run. And this is one of those altcoins that didn't experience a bull run in the past. You know, this is a 2020 token. HBAR is a 2019 token. You could have bought Solana at lows of 77 cents before it hit these all-time highs of $150 roughly. So when we talk about these altcoins that never had a bull run or an alt season or were never a part of anything, you know, HBAR is one of those altcoins that nobody really knows the true potential behind. But if we go off of other coins and other altcoins and what those gained, you know, when we look at HBAR, it does have the power to hit, you know, $10 to $15. So even in regards to market cap or whatever the case of this, that, oh, there's the circulating supply, it does not matter about market cap. Market cap should not be measured in terms of crypto assets. And I've said that multiple times, time and time again. We are not buying an iPhone from Apple to realize the true potential behind Apple. We are buying altcoins, these assets that have these massive, you know, potential outliers for us. You know, for an example, HBAR has so much potential. It is absolutely crazy with what HBAR actually has the potential to do and the power to do. I think that is the true case here. All right. And just like we see in the chat right now, we see $10 USD in 4 months. So a 33x. People will say it's impossible, but people were not here during the 2017-2018 bull run. People don't know the power behind these altcoins and what they could do. HBAR is definitely not centralized. I mean, listen, if you want to talk about Charles Hoskinson, you know, he has let everybody down who has been in ADA since day one, since 2017. You can continue to talk about ADA and what ADA is doing, but honestly, look at the facts. Do your research on what ADA is actually doing, and trust me, come back to me when you could tell me a dApp that's actually working properly on Cardano's network. Now, in regards to that, we have multiple that are already on Hedera Hashgraph that are working properly day by day. And also, when we talk about HBAR in terms of price appreciation, yeah, 33x could happen in 4 months. People don't realize that, you know, for an example, XRP in 2017, 2018, it pumped from 22 cents, almost 23 cents, to roughly $3.84 on the most appreciated exchange out there in 1 month. In 1 month, just to give you guys an idea on that. HBAR is easily a $100 billion plus market cap asset. And I'm going to tell you right now, when we talk about what Hedera Hashgraph could actually offer, it's an easy $1 trillion plus asset. I don't want to hear anybody say that it's not. If you actually did the research on what they are doing, what they are working with, I mean, they're working with Fortune 10 companies. Tell me when ADA is working with a Fortune 10 company, and then I will say, yeah, ADA is a good asset. But until then, my bet is on Hedera Hashgraph being a true winner this bull run. It is my main holding point for a reason. This is an absolute gem in the making. If you can't see that, then obviously you haven't done enough research. But with that being said, guys, I'm going to be pretty much wrapping up this overall live stream. We are at these massive levels. I think that tomorrow into this week is some key signs to look for overall. But I think that we are ranging to have a massive bull run this year. I think the bear market, honestly, Bitcoin right now is at make it or break it levels. Bitcoin could have a bear cycle if it does reject off of key retracement levels as we do move up to 60K. Until we make an all-time high on Bitcoin, until we break out majorly from like about 55K, we could have a bear market even before we have a massive bull market. But if we are following the 4-year cycle, our bull market will be happening in November to January with topping points in February. Then that is the start of the bear market. So With that being said, I hope that you all enjoyed this video or live stream, however you guys are watching this. I hope everybody is having a great day or a great weekend, whatever the case may be. Thank you all for stopping by. Thank you all for watching this live stream as well, or this video if you guys are watching it live or not. Guys, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.